8-0. What's going on, everybody? Spunky Dice No One coming, guys, with another video. So another game in the books. The Eagles are 8-0 in the season, getting a 29-17 win over the Houston Texans. The first Philadelphia Eagles team in the team's 89-year history to start their season 8-0. Winning in the NFL, as we all know, is definitely not easy. It does not matter who you're going up against. It's not easy to win the NFL. So to start your season off with 8 straight wins is definitely a huge accomplishment. The first Eagles team to start off 8-0 in a season. 89 years of Eagles football, the first Eagles team to do it. So feels great to say that. This game right here, man, was rough and up and down at times. You could definitely feel the loss of Jordan Davis on the D-line. You know, Jordan Davis being the dominant run stopper he is, not having him out there today, we definitely felt the loss of him. It was sloppy, inconsistent ball at times, but the Eagles still got the job done, and you know, and that's all that matters. I'm gonna give the Texans their credit. There's one Texan fan in particular that normally comments on my videos. Lawyer to Houston, shout out to him. The Houston Texans, you know, they came in here a 1-5-1 team, and like I said in my preview, those are teams that have nothing to lose, and they're trying to be the first team to give you your first loss of the season. Those are the teams that have nothing to lose. They're pretty aggressive, and they're trying to you know, beat you. They're trying to be the first team to beat you, to upset you. They bought it too. They bought their game, especially in that first half, and they were fighting. They were right there with us. Eagles pulled away in the second half and got the job done. But that's what we have to expect, Eagle fans. At this point, we're undefeated. We are the only remaining undefeated team in the NFL. Teams are going to bring their best shot at us. So the longer we remain undefeated, the harder these teams are going to play against us. And this, you know, the team has got to be ready. Now, They were sloppy at times. You could tell the short week definitely had an effect on them. The defense was just absolutely awful in that first half. Second half they played a little bit better, but they still were giving up quite a bit of yards on the ground. But they played better. They only allowed 3 points in that second half. They picked off Davis Mills twice. One interception by Chauncey Gardner, another one by James Bradbury that sealed the game. Defense was getting, defense got a couple sacks as well in that second half. But first half, Damon Pierce, the Houston Texans running back, was just running all over our defensive line. And you could just tell that not having Jordan Davis out there, it had a huge impact on our run defense. Starting this game off, man, the Houston Texans marched the ball right down the field, scored a touchdown. Eagles respond back, a 91-yard touchdown drive that ended with a touchdown run by Miles Sanders. Tied the game up 7-7. Eagles score again they score again afterwards. They go up 14-7. You thinking to yourself, okay, Eagles offense is coming out. Defense made a couple stop here and there in the first half. You're thinking to yourself, okay, the Eagles are gonna pull away from this game right here, but no. A big costly turnover by Jalen Hurts. It was a blitz by the Houston Texans and a strip fumble. That one was tough, but the game eventually is tied 14-14. Eagles get the ball back, and they march downfield to field goal range. Jake Elliott misses a field goal, going to halftime with the score tied 14-14. Second half, defense is still giving up a lot of yards on the ground, but they're not breaking. They're not giving up touchdowns. They only allowed 3 points in that second half. Offense, put together a couple solid drives there. They were able to get, they're able to march it downfield, score, 2 touchdown passes by Jalen Hurts, one to A.J. Brown. He threw another one to Dallas Goedert. Today was definitely the Dallas Goedert day. Dallas Goedert had a monster day. Eagles, because of a penalty, after that last touchdown, they decide to go for 2. They get the 2. They go up 29-17. Defense made a couple plays there, a couple more turnovers, sacks, and a couple more turnovers, including the final interception thrown by Davis Mills to James Bradbury that closed up the game. Eagles get the ball back, obviously. They run the clock, and then they get a 2-point conversion to seal the deal. Sloppy up and down game. Coming off a short week, short bye week. The team was definitely sloppy today, but they did what they needed to do. They got the W, and that's really all that matters. Talking about the numbers in this game, Jalen Hurts actually played pretty well overall this game. He was 21 for 27, 243 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He did have the fumble, but overall, those are very solid numbers for him. You can't ask it. That's the numbers that you want to see from your quarterback. Miles Sanders had a good day today. Disappointed because Miles Sanders should have had a 100-yard rushing day, but he didn't have 100 yards. He had 17 carries for 93 yards, 5.5 average yards a carry, and he had a touchdown. Jalen Hurts, 9 runs for 23 yards, 2.6 average a carry. Kenneth Gainwell, 4 carries for 22 yards, 5.5 average. He had a touchdown. Boston Scott, 1 carry for 5 yards, 5.0 yards to carry. Receiving, Dallas Goedert, monster day by Dallas Goedert, 8 catches for 100 yards, 12.5 average a catch, and he had a touchdown as well. So big day for him. Dallas Goedert continues to be a very reliable weapon for Jalen Hurts, particularly in the middle, moving the chains. A.J. Brown, 4 catches for 59 yards, 14.8 average a catch. A.J. Brown had a touchdown. Chris Watkins, 2 catches for 2 catches for 25 yards, 12.5 average a catch. Devontae Smith, 2 catches for 22 yards, 11.0 average a catch. Kenneth Gainwell, 3 catches for 16 yards, 5.3 average a catch. Jack Stowe, 1 catch for 13 yards, 13.9 average. Zach Pascal, 1 catch for 8 yards. Defensively, Javon Hargrave had a pretty good day. 6 tackles, 1 tackle assist. He had 3 sacks in this game. 5 sacks for Javon Hargrave in 2 weeks there, the last 2 weeks. TJ Edwards, 5 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Kazir White, 4 tackles, 3 tackle assists. James Bradbury, 4 tackles and an interception. Avonte Maddox, 3 tackles. Marcus Epps, 2 tackles, 3 tackle assists. Josh Sweat, 2 tackles, 3 tackle assists. Darius Slade, 2 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Marvin Wilson, 2 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Fletcher Cox, 2 tackles, 2 tackle assists. Chauncey Gardner, 2 tackles, 1 tackle assist, and an interception. Kavon Wallace, who before I even go, Kavon Wallace, I've pretty much got to the point with Kavon Wallace, man. I'm ready for us to move on for him. He just hasn't been a good. He wasn't a good draft pick for us. But Kavon Wallace, 2 tackles, 1 tackle assist. Milton Williams, 2 tackles. Hassan Reddick, 1 tackle, 1 tackle assist. Brandon Graham had 1 tackle. Zach McPherson, 1 tackle assist. Marlon Tupoloto had 1 tackle assist. Now, when it comes to kick returns, Brent Covey, 2 returns for 30 yards, 15.0 average of return. On punt returns, he had 1 punt return for 8 yards, 8.0 average of a punt. Jake Elliott was 0 for 1 today. He had 3 points on extra points. Aaron Sipas, 3 punts for 149 yards, 49.7 average a punt. So yeah, those are the numbers for the game. Yeah, sloppy game. Defense was definitely missing. Without a doubt, they were definitely missing not having Jordan Davis out there. It was just rough to watch at times how awful this defense was when it came to stopping the run. Yeah, like I said, Kavon Wallace, I've seen everything I need to see out of Kavon Wallace. I had high hopes for him that he could be the next Brian Dawkins for us, but obviously that's not going to be the case. You know, he's not even starting for us at this point. So I'm just at the point with him now. I've lost all hope that he could develop into something. Another big problem for this defense today was missed tackles. There was quite a bit of missed tackles. Avonte Maddox had one where he missed a tackle really bad. Marcus Epps missed a tackle really bad. We gotta do better at wrapping up these ball carriers and, you know, keeping them to minimum gains, because there was a couple times where it was just frustrating on 3rd down. You know, we don't have bodies there to stop them from converting, and it was just one of the most annoying things. When we did have bodies there, they still were able to miss our tackles and pick up first downs. That has to improve, because when you go up against the very best in the league, if you're missing tackles, then it's gonna be a long day for you. Going up against a bad team like a rebuilding team like Houston, okay, but that's gonna come at to hunt you, especially in the playoffs when we're playing the best in the league. You know, the best in the NFC throughout the playoffs. You know, you got to wrap up these ball carriers. We have got to do better when it comes to stopping the run. You know, most of the time we are very good against the run. Not having Jordan Davis out there was a big loss for us, but there's no excuses. It's next man up mentality. We got so many talented guys on this defensive line. We gotta do better. We have to do better. You know, winning always feels great. We're 8-0. I get it, but I'm seeing some things today that was just very concerning. Now, I would like to say I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt in a way, because obviously we coming off of it's a very short week. We just played the Steelers on Sunday, so a very short week. You know, taking on the Texans tonight, but Next week against Washington, we gotta do a lot better. Defense gotta play better. They gave up 17 points today. Okay, they didn't give. They gave up 14 in the first half. Only gave up 3 in the second half. But I knew that Houston, we couldn't sleep on them. I said that we couldn't sleep on them. Everybody at this point, man, we have a target on our back. Every team at this point is gonna be trying to bring their best at us, because every team we play wants to be that team that said they gave us the first loss of the season. So this team has got to be prepared for that. They clearly, on defense particularly, were not prepared for that. Thank God the offense was consistent for the most part this game, because defense was just pretty sloppy for a large portion of it. So thank goodness Jalen Hurts and those boys on offense for the most part were consistent throughout the game. So it feels good to win. Definitely gonna enjoy this win. Definitely gonna sit back on Sunday and watch some stress-free football. It's always great when you can just watch other teams play. Your team has got their game out of the way. They won. It always feels good when you just watch these other teams play. You can root, for their opponents to, if it's division rivals, you can root for their opponents to beat them. Now this week we got 2 of our division opponents who are on bye weeks. The Cowboys are on a bye week. Washington is not Washington. The New York Giants are also on the bye week. So won't be able to root for their opponents to win this week, but still gonna sit back and enjoy some stress-free football now that the Eagles game is out of the way. But 2 straight weeks is gonna be that the Eagles did not play on Sunday. Obviously, they won't be playing this Sunday, and they won't be playing next Sunday. They'll be playing on Monday Night Football. So 2 straight weeks of the Eagles being in primetime football. So sloppy win today, but at the end of the day, the Eagles got the job done. They pulled away in the second half. They got the W. They are 8-0 in the season. The first Eagles team to do this in the 89-year history of this football team. Congratulations, guys, but keep your head in the game, keep your foot on the gas, and stay focused on what the ultimate goal is for the Eagles this season. So this, being undefeated, okay, it's nice, but that's not our ultimate goal. We have bigger goals than that. So stay focused. Let's learn from this win here. There's things that we need to clean up for next week, but let's take this win. Let's enjoy it, and let's get ready for the Washington Commanders. We play them next Monday night football. Can't wait for that one, because that's the opportunity for us to get our first sweep of the season, against a division opponent. We're 2-0 in division. Let's go 3-0 division. So yeah, like I said, it was just frustrating at times what I saw out there. But at the end of the day, in the NFL, you win a game, you win. You add another W to your win column. That's all that matters. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this thing up. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, go Birds. Spunky Nuts Dumb Ones out of here. Fly, go fly. Peace.
That's all, folks.